Hello everyone, you will not believe what I have done. I am so cranky with myself. I'm ready to throw this whip in the air, let them all just fall to the ground, and that's where they can stay. When I started this Tunisian project, I began with my very cheap but still very good bamboo hooks. Okay, after a few squares though, they were starting to really hurt my nerve pain up here. I've got issues. So I thought I would just replace this 6mm hook with this 6mm hook from Knit Pro. Here are the cheaper bamboo hooks, of which there is absolutely nothing wrong with them. $11 compared to this is the Amore set from Knit Pro. I don't know the exact price, but I know it's quite a lot. And they're made out of a cherry wood and they actually do glide a bit better. So I changed over to the 6mm thinking that would be absolutely fine and I would have no problems interchanging the two. And boy was I wrong. I am so cranky with myself. Why would I have known that these two hooks would create a different effect? So I only probably did 8 squares with the bamboo hook, and then the rest of the project has been done with this Amore hook. Now, what do you think could be different? They look about the same size for all accounts and purposes. So what do you think could be wrong? I literally cannot believe I was so damn silly. I've been away, I've been crocheting squares, lots of squares, thinking I'd get home, I'd be able to join them up, do a border, and the project would be done. But this project has broken me because some of the squares, well actually most of the squares are smaller than the first lot that I did with the bamboo. It's just about broken me. So I'll show you up close the tiny difference between these two hooks and see what you think. Here are the two size 6mm hooks that I have used. Now let's get nice and close. The one on the bottom is a tapered hook and the one on the top side is an inline hook. Now the only thing that I can think that has made the squares with this one smaller is that if you can get a good look side on, this neck is actually thinner than this one. Now this Tunisian hook here has created most of my squares quite a bit smaller than its counterpart here. I haven't frogged any of the coloured squares yet, but I just want to show you the difference in size. So the top one is made by the Amore hook and the one on the left with the bamboo. And look at the difference. Can you believe that? Oh, don't do silly things like me. The height is probably, it's a solid 2 rows difference, 2 rows and a cast off. And the width is about the same, slightly smaller. So, you know what I'm going to have to do for this project. I think I'm just going to use what I can. The blanket's going to be smaller than I expected. I will frog a few squares if I can and remake them smaller. And look at the size difference in this one. Okay, the top one is done by the Amore hook, the bottom one done by my bamboo. And yeah, it's a solid 2 to 3 rows difference in height and a little bit in width as well. But it's too different to put into a blanket, I feel. So I really blew it, didn't I? I blew it, you guys. This is the bamboo one, and this is the cherry wood one. There's just too much difference there. I am not at all happy with that. So looks like today I am going to lay it all out and see where I'm at and just make the most of this project if I can. So long story short, I have made a massive error in judgment. Clearly you cannot use a tapered hook and then an inline hook and expect your work to be the same size. I just assumed if I used the same size hook, that would have been a-okay. But no, that's a big no. It's a bloody rookie error, that's what it is. Rookie meaning still learning in the beginning phase of something. So when you make rookie errors, it's because you don't have enough experience or knowledge about something. You make the error and then you learn the lesson, that's for sure. So big rookie error, and I don't want you guys to make that error either. So keeping your hook sizes, even if it's with normal crochet, keep your hook size the same if you need to change it, but take into consideration the neck of these hooks being tapered or inline. There's my moral for the month, really. So my plan is to take a look through these squares, see if I can frog a little bit off the top of some of them to make them fit. Then I will show you how I'm going to join these squares. That'll be another video of its own, because that too is going to be a challenge. I'll show you that, and then the border will just be quite simple, I'm sure. It won't be anything fancy. Because of the the upset disruption I have had with this project, I'm pretty keen to get it done and dusted and move on. I really want to move on. I've enjoyed making these little patterns, which are up on YouTube for you if you ever want to make a Tunisian blanket one day. They're all there for you. I was going to do one more, which is very complicated, but again, look how long it is. So I'm not going to put that one in. That one's going off to the wayside because I would rather get onto something that's a whole lot more fun. That is doing this. As soon as the Tunisian blanket is complete, we are going to make a big granny square blanket made from 4 squares. If you would like to join in with this project, you can go away and start thinking about your colours. I used 6 colours in this one, and I did develop a pattern that I repeated over and over and over. You can use random colours if you choose. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I've just got my head too far into this Tunisian issue, and I plan to get that done just as quick as possible because I want to move on to a happier project and one that I know I won't stuff up. Okay, thank you all for being here, everybody, and don't be a silly Jilly like me, but if you do, learn from your mistakes and let's move right on because we've got other things to create. I'll be talking to you again very soon. Bye for now.